Hello, creative friends. Welcome or welcome back. My name is Sierra, and I'm based in Auckland, New Zealand. In this video today, I will share a full flip-through of my completed coloring book, Earthsong. I color all of the 40 illustrations, plus an oracle set of 24 little cards in this book. It took me about 7 months to finish, and if you have been here a while, you might remember my other book, Secret Presents. I completed that book in 9 months. So this one definitely moved a little bit faster. And I don't just color in one book. I do multiple things at the same time. And one of the main reasons that I completed this book a little bit faster was that I set myself a 30-day coloring challenge where I aim to do 1 page per day using mainly alcohol markers. The goal is to improve my marker skill, my color theory intuition, and just get more comfortable making bolder choices. I didn't do the 30 days challenge in a row. I took weekends off, but even with that flexibility, it helped me complete so many more pages than I normally would. And it really shifted the way I approach coloring in general. So in this video, I'm gonna flip through all of my pages and share little insights into what I learned over these 7 months, what worked, and the mistake that actually helped me improve. So this is Earthsong, and all of my books are printed with Amazon paper. And I actually only ever work on Amazon paper using alcohol markers. I do use pencils, but only on top of the layer of alcohol markers in all of my books. So I will show you pretty much every single page. The name page. This one overall, I'm really happy with my color. My goal in this one was to create a symphony of colors, so as many colors as I can put in this one. And I'm quite happy with it. This one wasn't the first one I did in this book though. It's almost like the third to last or something like that. So I did it quite recently. And then this first page of the book, part of my 30-day challenge, early on in the challenge. In this one, the main thing I learned is to not having to panic over like, oh, I better do another layer quickly and blend them before it dry out. So in this one, I learned that it's okay to go a bit slower. And this one is the one that I wasn't very satisfied with. So I used a lot of acrylic marker to cover many of the little mistakes in here. The blending of the background wasn't very smooth, actually. This is a pack that I use. Alcohol sent me this pack, and I don't really use it to color, but I use this one a lot on covering all the lines you can see here on this page. I also use this acrylic set as well. It's a different set that Ohuhu also sent me last year. But I thought in the future I would invest more time in learning how to color with acrylic marker. This page, the girl diving with the turtle, is the one that I have to cover my mistake with a lot of pencil. And then coming to this one, which is the one that I did earlier on when I first got the book. This one I use a lot more pencils on top of just one layer of marker. And I thought it turned out really nice. This girl sleeping in a shell is the one that part of my 30-day challenge. And I'm very happy with my color choices in this one, a lot bolder. So just a lot more confidence with allowing myself to learn and making mistakes. Koi fishes. This is the one that I did last year during my trip in Vietnam. A lot more pencil because I don't want to travel with my alcohol markers. This one is also a one that with a lot more pencil. Pencil took a lot more time. Okay, so this one with the whale is the one that I'm one of the most satisfied about when I'm doing alcohol marker in my 30-day challenge. A lot more colors in here, a lot more bold choices. Overall, very happy. And my color theory intuition definitely developed, and this is one of the tipping point. These two pages actually, are the one where I had the oracle cards cut out. I did this one very early on last year when I first got my author copy. Immediately started the oracle deck. This mermaid page is kind of like my testing page. I tested a lot of things in this page, so it wasn't that cohesive, but it was fun. I did a lot more pencil on this one as well. My favorite thing is her tail and her hair. Then another one, oracle cut out one I did last year. At this point, you might be able to see that my markers pages at this point last year was a little more flat than the one that I'm doing now, which I'm more confident, having a lot more skill, so it have a lot more depth and a lot more bold choices. A lot more glowy stuff as well, now that I like to do those things. But I'm happy with that one last year. This page is part of my 30-day challenge. It's kind of like a fun, meditative page where just coloring leaves and flowers. I do enjoy the color in this one a lot. This one, the girl dancing in the forest. I feature this one in one of my older video, coloring her and her dress, alcohol markers and pencils. Okay, this orange hair lady, done with a lot of pencil last year. So last year I did a lot more pencil. But I thought it's quite flat. If I'm doing this one again, I definitely add a lot more into it. This dancing girl is another one that I'm very happy with, of the color combination on her skin. And the dress, I'm very happy with that. I did a lot of little dots with acrylic markers on her dress to create the glowy effect, glowy and shiny effect. It was a really fun page to color actually. And then this is one of the rare pencils pages that I'm very satisfied with. My pencil skill is not that, I don't have that patience to do pencil a lot. So I'm a lot more comfortable with markers. But this one is the one that I'm very happy with how I did the skin, only on Amazon paper as well. This red and blue page is the one that I try to follow more monotone earlier in the year. So before the 30-day challenge, I kind of like have a 1-month challenge of doing monotone, limited the amount of color so I can focus on skill at blending and shading. And then during the 30-day challenge, I branching out of focusing on how bold I can go with colors, really applying a lot more color theory in my marker colorings. This page is one of the pages where I have to cover some mistake with the white line of acrylic. And the satisfying thing on this page is the moon. I thought I had so much fun doing the moon in there. This one is one of the earlier ones in my 30-day challenge. And then another 3 trio of the Oracle cards page. Half of it I've done last year, and half of it I completed this year. In this one, I realized that I don't want to leave my whip for so long because I'm really out of the inspiration to get it complete. So it took me a while to come back to this page and really to commit and completed it. I also didn't note down the markers that I used the year before as well. So I have to try to find the right match. But I'm glad that I did it because it turned out really, really nice and I'm very happy with it. So you can see already that this year, during this 30-day challenge, I do a lot more of the glowy effect with the markers. It's really fun. And then this one is a lot more pencil. It was very early on last year. I definitely want to try more pencil in the future to really learn more techniques and improve my skill. It'll be fun. This page, part of the 30-day challenge, wasn't the most fun page to work with, but it turned out right. Again, a lot more glowy effect in this one. In my 30-day challenge, I did a lot of human figures. So I definitely felt a lot more confident in terms of going bold with my markers, blending and shading on human face and human figures in general. This is the last page, the last page that I did on this book. For some reason, I saved this page to the last. And in this one, it's like all the 30-day challenge skill combined. I felt a lot more at ease going with things that, might turn out not great. It might be a bigger risk, but who cares? I'm just going with it anyway because I have a little bit more skill to manage with the kind of like the surprise. There's another fairy page. This one is the monotone one, which I did in my previous challenge of going more with monotone. So I have to say that overall my journey with coloring with macros have been really eye-opening, really amazing. And this one is another one that all of that skill combined, it really reflected. This one is a combination of a little bit monotone, but then I added a little more of a different color in here. And I'm just loving how it turned out. I'm really happy with it. It's a fun little meditative page where it's not much going on. There's no human skill or hair or anything difficult in this one. And it's one of the most fun pages for me, actually. Another thing is that all of the writings that I have in all of my book, I wrote it myself over the years. Some of you might have followed my Instagram for maybe 5 years or more than that, and you would know that at the beginning I write a little line and then it expanded to paragraph, kind of like a little complimentary to my artwork. And I've been able to put them into these books to share with you. But sometimes just one line can take me like 8 hours to write. Just going back and edit and try to make it more clearer and better, but not too long. These pages are the earlier pages that I have done last year or earlier in the year. A lot more pencils in those early pages, but these days, the more I use marker, the more I'm more confident with marker and I don't have to cover up with too much pencil anymore. And if I do it, it's because I really want to do it, not because I have to cover up as much mistakes as those earlier pages last year. Or creating more depth with pencil These days I'm more confident of having all of that with just marker. This green glowy fairy page is also part of the 30-day challenge, but earlier on. And this one, the girl sleeping on the cloud, is the first one in my 30-day challenge. This one I have to cover up with a lot of pencil because there's so many streaks and things that I didn't like. And then the 3 last pages of this book. It took me a while to get into these pages for some reason. Because, sometimes we just want to go with what we're interested in. But I really wanted to complete this book. So I forced myself to go into these pages, even I didn't have the mood for it. But I'm glad that I did because it's actually really fun. And I almost had the best time with this page, especially the last one. A bit monotone, but again, adding a little bit more of other color and a lot of glowy effect. So that was all the pages. I think that after this book, I'm definitely a lot more confident with my marker skill. So I think I achieved that goal. And now I'm gonna show you my oracle cards. All of them are from Earthsong. These cards was created last year. So I did some layer of markers and a lot of pencil on top. But I do like that too. I do like to just go slow with pencil on top. And when I do pencil, I can actually watch a movie or watch a series at the same time. But when I'm doing marker, I really have to focus, not be able to look at other things. So there we go. That is everything I wanted to show you in this video today. Thank you so much for staying with me and watching the video. If you color to any of my book, Earthsong, Sacred Presence, or my new book, Midnight Oracle, feel free to tag me in. Thank you and see you in the next one.